Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm actually doing makeup on my aunt. So I'm just priming her skin with the Essence Gym Proof primer, and then I'm just like rubbing that into her skin. We were actually going out for the evening to celebrate me passing my board exams. So now I'm just color correcting her face. She was a bit distraught because she had so many breakouts, but we covered all of that right up. And I'm just putting on the green concealer just to hide the little bit of redness that she did have, and obviously the oranges to counteract the darkness. Now I'm taking some of this yellow color corrector. This is just from the L'Oreal corrector palette, and I'm just putting that under her under eyes just to brighten it up a little bit before we move on to foundation. So here I'm just brushing through her eyebrows, and I'm using the MAC. This is actually a eyeliner that I actually really like to do eyebrows with. I feel like it works perfectly. So I'm just filling in her eyebrows with that MAC gel liner, and then I'm swapping onto the Wet n Wild brow powder. I just like to sort of add the brow powder afterwards. It just gives the eyebrows a better look. So now I'm just cleaning it all up with my Wet n Wild concealer. You can use anything to clean up the eyebrows, but I just use the concealer just to define the shape and just make the eyebrow more crisp. Moving on to foundation, I'm using the Wet n Wild foundation. This is in the shade Desert Beige. We are similar skin tone, so it worked. And now I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just buffing that foundation into her skin. So I press it in first, and then I just rub it all, I buff it all into her face. We were having a jolly old time while this makeup was going on, deep into conversation, so you will see a lot of laughter and smiling and joking. Next, I'm just priming her eyes, and as usual, it's the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just setting her eyes with this. She loves smoky eyes, so that's what we're doing today. And I'm just setting that paint pot in with the lighter shade from the Morphe 350 palette, and then I'm swapping onto that orange shade just to put that into the crease. I'm buffing it into the crease so we have that transition shade down. Okay, so you need to remember to buff everything out so the transition is smooth. So next I'm moving on to that brown chocolatey shade, and I'm putting this into the crease as well. And I'm actually using an angled brush here. I just like to define that crease a little bit before I go in with my darker shades. Now you see me taking that darker brown from the 350 palette, and I'm putting that just under the previous two shades. So this darker brown is going more onto the lid space, and it doesn't really matter if it's actually on the eyelid itself because we are putting black on top of this, so it doesn't really matter if you get it onto the eyelid. So just keep blending and placing your eyeshadows till you get the desired intensity. And wine break. Next I'm going in with this black shade, and that is from the Meet Matte Nudes palette, and I'm just pressing that into onto her eyelid. So I'm actually tapping it on rather than swiping it on. The key is to always be patient when blending out darker shadows. Now I'm just lining her eyes with my Inglot gel liner. I actually didn't record the whole thing because, I mean, everybody knows how to do eyeliner. So I'm just concealing her under eyes, because after you do black eyeshadow, it's always good to then put your concealer on at this point, because the black or the darker shades tend to fall and you tend to look like you have black under eyes. So this is at this point that I put the concealer on. So I'm using the Maybelline concealers just to hide that. Oh, she's feeling herself. And now just to brighten and for a little bit more coverage, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. And I really like this concealer. It's just amazing. The coverage is amazing. And then I'm blending all of that into her face with my damp Real Techniques face sponge. I didn't show you, but here I am using the Hollywood Bake setting powder. And this is, actually no, I'm using the Nye Banana Powder here. And I'm just setting all those spots where I have placed the concealer. And then next, just dust it all away. I didn't leave it on her skin too long. I don't know what was so funny, but I'm just dusting all of that away. And then next I'm taking the darker brown eyeshadow mixed with a little bit of the black eyeshadow just to smoke out the lower lash line. And then next I've taken the gel liner and I'm just lining her waterline with this. Her eyes are really watery and get teary really quickly, so that was a struggle. And then I'm just coating her lashes with some mascara to prep for falsies. Oh, before the falsies though, I'm just highlighting her brow bone and her inner corners with the Wet n Wild highlighter. The falsies that I'm using are just a pair that I found from the Chinese shop, and they're actually really nice. So to prep her lips, I'm just getting her to put some Vaseline on because I'm using the Colourpop liquid lipsticks, and this is in the shade Chili Chili. I really like these. They last the entire night and you can eat, and they're just fabulous. And again, wine break. So when I contour people, I always ask for them to do fishy lips, fish mouths. It's just easier to find the hollows of the cheeks.
Don't let the shit at your workplace get you down.
Use sign language.
Just make sure that you get makeup by Mish to pick you up.
Who? After that little piece of advice, I'm just setting her face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is literally goals. And guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it as much as she did. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys. Bye.